Today, we are getting really, really real and really, really gritty. And it's because I've had the honor of talking with a lot of agents in the past few weeks, one-on-one, and just like hearing their goals and hearing their struggles, and also seeing people hesitant to make true full-on investments in themselves. And so I'm always checking in with myself as an entrepreneur. I don't know if you've noticed yet or not already. I don't know how long you've been on this journey, but the people that are really, really successful are the people who, yes, they do take leaps of faith and all the things in themselves, but they're self-aware. They don't play around when they talk to themselves. Like they know what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are, and they set themselves up for the best success. So I wanted to ask you a question today that really might sting. Okay, it might sting a lot, but it's critical because your success as an entrepreneur depends on you being real with yourself. I've seen a lot of people way smarter than me, people way more talented than me. I'm just like, they have everything, air quote, that it takes, but they did not have this. And so they failed. I've watched it for 10 years. And this has not been a hobby for me. I didn't get successful on accident. It started with what I'm about to talk to you about today. And the most revealing question that you can probably ask yourself, maybe all year, based off of what you do every day, what you've done last year, money, time, talents, effort, focus that you have put into your own business in the last year, last 2 years, last day, last week, last month. And based off of the results, would you pay yourself, if you had all the money wasn't an issue, would you hire you? Would you pay yourself what you expect to be getting paid as an agent, or what you want to get paid as an agent? I ask myself this all the time because I have to check in and say, Jenna, I have employees in my business now. And so I have to make sure that in leading them, I am also holding myself accountable. And so I ask myself this, and I'm not asking you this to like wreck your world or disappoint you in yourself. Okay. The great news is that you can learn a skill set that will take you to the next level. You can learn a mindset shift. You can learn the skills, the techniques, all the things, the framework, all of it to be successful in real estate. But it all starts with you being real with yourself. I mean, if you want to make 500K and it didn't happen this year, don't beat yourself up. Get focused and say, okay, well, you know what? Let's be real. Based off of the risk that I took this year, investing money in myself and in my business, or the focus or the time, can I honestly say that I would hire myself for $500,000 to do what I did in my own business this year? And I look at myself, I have to check in with myself. And so if you're at that point where you're kind of like hesitant, answering that question, or you're not confident in the answer, or if it's just like a hell no, we're gonna drill down today some things that you can do to make this change, and probably why this has been an issue for you. Because if you recognize an issue and you're like, well, how do I deal with this? And like, how do I move from this? How do I do better? Here's the first thing I'm gonna challenge you to do. The human mind sadly tends to go toward like things that we know we should not do. I don't remember who I learned it from, but I'm always also trying to grow. So I appreciate those of you who come to this to grow, because that's what we do. I always want to grow too. And somebody told me recently, they said, stop making lists of like all these successful traits, because there's like so many ways to be successful. Make a list of things that you know will guarantee failure. Let me tell you what will guarantee failure in this industry. Inconsistency, half in, half out. I would put that on my list. Not being able to convert clients, having too much business and maybe not having systems in place. That could lead to maybe having a lot of clients and a lot of money, but really failing in other areas of your life, like not being able to take care of your health, not sleeping, and being overworked, burnt out, all the things, overwhelmed. Here's the thing. If you make a whole giant list of what you know it takes to be successful, start with what success actually looks like to you, and then make a list of all the ways that you could absolutely 100% guarantee that that vision of success will not happen, and then do exactly opposite of all of those things. We all know inconsistency is not going to lead to a consistent income. Like, that's just basic. So what does that mean you need to do? You need to be consistent, even if it's not crazy over the top, right? Consistency, okay, even for 3 hours a day is better than consistency for 12 hours a day, 2 days a month, which I'm exaggerating. Okay. But you catch my drift. Everyone has dreams and goals and a vision. Like, I don't know anybody who doesn't have dreams and goals and a vision in business ownership. It is what keeps us going when we grow weary and people tell us no, which happens all the time. It happens to the best of us. It's a part of it. We have dreams and goals, but we don't have a definition of where we actually want to go. And guys, how are you going to get where you're going? You don't know what it looks like. If you don't know what it tastes like, if you don't know what it feels like, if you can't start envisioning yourself in that place. So also write down, what does success mean to you? Write it down and get crazy specific with it. Where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to smell? What do you want to see? What are you going to be eating? What do you want to look like? Who do you want to be with? Define what it means. For some people, they're like, I want to win all the awards ever of all time. And I want to become an international agent, and I want to be making $1 million a month. Okay. Well, for some of you, you want to be making 10K a month. That is success. And there's nothing to be ashamed of having a different version of success than someone else. Own it, love it, be in love with that vision. And like, let's get a plan together to kind of backtrack into your definition of success. Some of you want to be making 5K a month. That is great too. Heck yeah, man. That's only one house a month. Let's do it in 2024. Like, we can do that. Okay. Like, my vision of success has totally changed since I first started, because I'm a mom and I have multiple autoimmune disorders, and I don't want to train staff at 3 a.m. anymore overseas. I used to do that craziness. I was insane. I always say, okay, to have success, to reach this vision of success, this dream, these goals, first you have to know what it looks like, and then you have to change. Even when I said that, my reaction to change as a human being is fear and butterflies and nervousness, because we are wired to protect ourselves. We are wired to kind of be a little afraid sometimes. And that's actually like how God or the creator, or if you believe in evolution, that's how we evolved. That's how we are. Because we know that, we can actually stop being afraid of being afraid. That's really ultimately what it comes down to. And we can know that as entrepreneurs, we are called to move forward in our fear, because you have to choose something. Are you more afraid of staying exactly where you're at, or are you more afraid of moving forward in faith and going somewhere new? That's really what it comes to. You have to come to this cross bridge where you're like, okay, I either can do exactly what I did last year, I can try again, or I can decide, which means to stop trying and to just make a decision that I'm not going to be afraid and I'm going to do something new. I'm going to become somebody new. Now, how do we start that? You have to manage yourself. I have anxiety and depression. I have had it since I was 9 years old. It took me probably about 20 years to really begin to admit that to myself. There's no type for this kind of thing that I have. It is a part of who I am. And a lot of people will say, don't tell yourself that it's bad. No, it's not. I'm aware of it. I know this. And so I know what I need to do to physically and mentally alter my state. I can be in control of these things. What that means is know yourself. If you know that you're not going to do whatever phone calls, or that you're not going to build out your CRM, maybe it is time for you to partner up with an accountability partner. If it's not me, find somebody else, or just hold yourself accountable, please, to know what it is that is holding you back. Is it fear? Is it laziness? Is it the lack of an accountability partner? Like, get into a space, learn yourself, be okay with yourself where you're at, and put yourself in an environment that can help you change, but you don't really have an option. And that's also showing and proving to yourself that you believe in yourself. When you put it all on the line and you put it out to the universe that you're doing something, you invest in yourself, whatever that thing is, you put yourself at risk, you are telling yourself that you're betting on you. And that is when you can start saying, okay, I am becoming the person that's going to earn that 500K because I am my freaking business. I do deserve this amount, whatever amount it is that you want to make. Because literally by stepping outside of your comfort zone, by making that change and making that change in faith, even if you have butterflies and even if you have fear, you're already proving to yourself that you are capable of becoming who you need to become to do what you want to do with your life. We have to change. We have to manage ourselves well. So if I could kind of break this down into an implementable thing that you can take away today, what is it? Number 1, make a list of things that you know will guarantee your failure. Lack of focus, maybe lack of a business model, lack of consistency, write it all down. Go base your future goals, your future visions, what you value, whatever it is, based off of the opposite of those things, because that is what it will be to push you forward. We all know how to make sure that our dreams don't happen. So do exactly opposite of that list that you make. Write down your dreams and goals. Just make sure that you define success. What does it actually look like? You can't shoot for the stars if you like literally don't even know what a star looks like or that they're up in the sky. Like, what does the dream, the vision look like? Now, go and get to know yourself. What has been holding you back? Know what success looks like, and then actually go and get to know yourself. Like, typically what's holding you back, what is stopping you, and then go put yourself in the opposite situation. And when you start to do that, you're really going to see your life start to change and your goals becoming more of a reality and all the things. That's what I have for today. Guys, 2024, it's going to require all of us go to the next level in our lives because this industry is not getting easier. People aren't getting easier to deal with. It's not getting easier for us to prove our value to other people. And what I've often found is that the amount of value that you put on yourself is really the cap of how you're going to be able to present that value to someone else. So dig in the end of this year. Do not start 2024 in 2024. Don't do it. Start now and have a wonderful Wednesday. Let's win. Bye.